One day I woke up and I couldn't move. Literally. The stress was so gradual and seeping that I didn't notice it until I couldn't get out of bed. If I sat down, it would take 10 minutes to get up again. I couldn't make a fist without severe pain and stiff clicking and creaking in my joints. I broke nearly every plate, bowl, and glass in the house because I couldn't hold on to them. Washing my hair was becoming a painful chore. My skin was gray, my face was puffy, and I was losing hair by the fistful. I looked very close to death. Worse, I felt very close to death. I also have a 6-year-old daughter who needs me to be her mom, her guiding light, and at the very least, a maker of meals and fresh laundry. But no longer could I just push past the pain, or muster up that last bit of energy like I had for so many years. My reserves were depleted. I had been to many doctors over a decade. I had spent the night in the ER, visited urgent care centers, been diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, adrenal fatigue, and hormone imbalances. All to say, no one knew what was wrong with me. They all agreed, though. Do more yoga and you'll get better. I once had a nutritionist suggest that I might have an autoimmune disease, and when I told my doctor, she said, "Well, that's cute that a nutritionist wants to play doctor." I needed help, and the traditional routes were not working. So I decided to go to a functional medicine nurse, someone that I relegated in my mind for the hypochondriacs, the over-paranoid, the health-righteous individuals I spy walking down the street in Venice, or see at Whole Foods reading food labels, with the intensity of reviewing legal documents. I told the functional nurse what I suspected. I either had a vicious cancer or an autoimmune disease that was in a severe state. Either way, was I dying? You're probably wondering what led me to this place or misery. I'll give you a bit of background. I am the co-founder of an ad agency based in Venice, CA. We were at a pivotal point. We had 18 employees, and were planning a move to a new, larger space, which required an extensive and expensive build-out. Our clients were changing, and the world around us evolving. A lot of decision-making had to be made about our business, our clients, and our future. And I could barely brush my teeth in the morning. So I decided to take notice. I sat and thought long and hard about what I wanted in life. What were my core values? What was the sole reason I was here? What was I amazing at? What was I ignoring? What was eating me alive inside? It took 2 weeks. I thought and overanalyzed it from every angle. And then I just stopped thinking. I was too tired to think. I just felt. For the first time in a very long time, I asked my stomach and my heart, not my brain, what to do, and the answer was to love me first, and the rest would follow. Back to the functional medicine nurse. She found out that I have celiac disease and, most likely, another autoimmune disease, although we haven't pinpointed it yet. But for once, it wasn't in my head, as everyone had suggested. It wasn't gray and fuzzy and undefined. It was something I could target. There's no cure, but it is possible to put autoimmune diseases in remission. Holy jackpot, yes, please. The hitch, it's rigorous. Diet and lifestyle changes for life. I knew small changes here would not do. To battle something as big as choosing to live again, the price was not going to be cheap. I called my husband, who was with his ailing mother at the time, and said in a peaceful voice, "I have to give up the studio. I need to get better, and this is the only way." He answered, "You are more important. You do what you need to do, and I support your decision." I had to dig deep. Here's the kicker. I'm the breadwinner in the family. I had just spent the last 4.5 years building a successful, profitable business, and I poured everything I had into it. That's the very definition of success for an entrepreneur, right? How do you just walk away from success? You dig deep and discover what makes you tick. For me, it's making everything I have the honor of being a part of better, and that's my daughter. She needs me more than anything money could buy. She needs a mom who can be there emotionally, mentally, and physically, and one that can love her back. She needs someone to teach her self-worth. and that if you're passionate about yourself and your loved ones, it will come back to you tenfold. In 4 months, I gave up my business to my partner, put myself on an autoimmune protocol, aka AIP, diet, and started sleeping 8 hours a night. These changes all had a major ripple effect in my life, all for the positive. I'm healing from the inside out. My pain levels are 0 to very minimal. I can walk, sleep, and love. I have patience and clarity again because I'm not living life on the knife's edge. What I had to do was put my ego aside. My advice to anyone who's at a crossroads, no matter the size of the decision that needs to be made, is to ask yourself a few questions and answer honestly. What's on the other side of that decision, good and bad? Does it serve you? Does it uphold your values or does it undercut them? And listen to your gut. Your brain will play tricks on your rationalizing all sorts of tricky things, but your gut will never lead to you.